Hi everybody, Solar Innovations. I wanted to show you our room that used your windows and to show you a couple problems we have that we can't quite figure out how to handle them. Maybe this video can resolve them for us. First I just want to show you the room. There's the double doors, the windows on the top. And back in here is one of the two little windows. I don't know if you can see those or not. Here's our fireplace, leading over to the second little window. And here's the 4-panel windows leading up to the single door. Unfortunately, we started by installing the two little windows first, which gave us the most trouble. I just want to show you a couple of things. One is, this side works pretty good. And you can see that we're really pretty happy with this. And I'd open the whole thing up for you, but it's kind of a mess. The only thing we have going on with this window that I wanted to ask you about was when it's locked, and I know you won't be able to see this with the camera, but right under here, maybe if Nancy can zoom in, there is a little gap, but I'm not quite sure we know how to adjust this. My guess is it's with these up here, but I'm going to want to ask you when I talk to you exactly how we kind of lower that a little bit so that we don't get there's just a very, very slight air gap there. And my guess is it's with these adjustments on these hinges. I want to make sure that's true. I'll leave this open. This door didn't give us any troubles, which is fine. Just worked out good. And I'm going to swing back around over here and show you that this worked fine too. This was a good solution for us. Let's see how that opened up. Starting with this series of windows. See, they look good here, but something I wanted to show you outside to make sure that we're handling it right. Once we open these up, and it's because this third panel has nothing to hinge to. But you can see, maybe you can't see from there, but if you come out here, you can see this panel here will not stay in the open position. And part of the problem with that is that it actually sags some. And I'm not sure how we should handle that. Maybe there's an adjustment you can talk to me about or my contractor about. But you can see as soon as we let go, that free panel just does that. It's no matter what we seem to do to it, it will not stay shut. And it is, you can see that I can actually lift it a little bit. And anyway, we'll talk to you about that. But the biggest problem we have is with these little windows. I have it in a closed position. I'm gonna lock it. When I lock that, so Nancy, move this way a little bit. Right in here, we definitely have an air gap. And you say, okay, well, just shim it tighter. That's the solution to this. And here's the problem. When we open the sucker, it takes a lot of force, and that's opening it. When I go to close this thing, it takes all I can do really to close that window. And I know my wife couldn't do it. Now, right now this window's closed, but it's not in the locked position, and there's a little bit of an angle here. And with that angle, we actually get a better seal. But as soon as I pull it tight and lock it, and I know from the camera we can never see that, but I get an air gap there. We've tried with these shims to tighten it up. And as soon as we do that, honestly, it becomes almost impossible to close. I can open it, but it's almost impossible to close. Now, what I wanted to ask you about this, if Nancy, you can come over here, I want you to try to get a shot, maybe this way a little bit, on this outside trim that's on the side rail, and you can see the rubber trim that's on the window. When you close those, the problem is right there, you got a really tight seal on the outside. And the difference between this window and those windows over there is this angle right here. You can see this angle is a lot steeper than what we would get on the bigger windows. And it just creates so much force trying to pull that shut. And I really don't want, a couple of things I thought about, and I wanted to suggest to you guys, but would you consider cutting this outside rubber gasket off, either on the door side or on the window side? Because that's, and then we would actually have the ability to shim it further this way to, and then get the seal on the inside rubber things instead of the outside. I don't know if that makes any sense to you, but the problem happens right there when the two outside rubber pieces are coming together, and there's literally not enough room to pull it through that angle. Once I get it, well, in that position right there, it does, I do not see any air, but as soon as I lock it, it kind of pulls this way a little bit, and it creates an air thing. And honestly, we don't know how to handle it. We've been doing other stuff since we installed these, but that's my main question is how do you want us to handle this problem? Thanks. I'll give you a call.